Hey guys, how the frig's it going today? It's Thursday here on Vlogging Life. Just got done work, just got home, but I'm gonna have to head back out shortly. Gotta go to the post office because Dum forgot I have a parcel at the post office, so gotta go pick that up. Oh well, whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, another day done. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeehaw, so stoked. So, I'm not sure if I talked about this last week. Probably not, because I think it happened on the day that I shot the video. It was on Saturday. Basically, Saturday I was working out, and I was doing basically the chest gauntlet, if you will. I think I did talk about it, where I was doing bench press, and I felt the pull in my arm, my shoulder, and I had to stop. Basically, what the chest gauntlet or the pec gauntlet, whatever you want to call it, is you start off with cable press, or you can do barbell press, which we'll talk about that in a minute. You can do cable press, which is what I do because I got the Bowflex, and you do a incline straight up, like a basically incline bench, and then once you've exhausted that, then you do cable flies, or you can do barbell fly or dumbbell flies, whatever works for you. And then when you don't even count how many reps you're doing. You just go right to failure. And then you do the cable flies to failure. And then you go over to a bench and you do, or the floor, whatever works for you. And you do dumbbell press till failure. And then when you're all said and done, then you basically do push-ups till failure. Take a 2-minute rest, rinse and repeat. Do that 3 times. By the time you're done, your pecs are going to be on fire, and the next day you won't be able to squeeze your titties because they're going to hurt like hell. It's going to be awesome. You're going to grow big, massive titties. It's a good time. But when I was doing that, instead of freaking ripping a pec, I hurt my shoulder. I felt it pull, and I was like, oh crap. Well, that was on Saturday. It's currently Thursday, and it freaking still hurts. Not as bad as before. Like, I couldn't even move it Sunday. It was a hell on earth. I've been practically bathing in that stuff for pain, trying to get that to go away. It seems that whenever I have a protein shake, it temporarily releases it. So obviously it's trying to repair whatever damage I did. But last night what I ended up doing was just some light work on the Bowflex. Put about 80 pounds per side and just pressed it until, just to get some blood going in there to help with repair. Seemed to work, so go team me. Right on. So here's the thing, I've talked about this many times before. Doing bench press with Bowflex sucks. Because sure, I put 80 pounds on it, but it's not true 80 pounds until you're at full extension, right? So you got to be like right out there, full extension. From like here to here, it's maybe 30, and then 50, and then 60, 80, and then back down. It's like when you got those stupid elastic bands. You're not pulling 30 pounds consistent. You're pulling... It gets worse as the harder you pull it. So... band training is the same as Bowflex training. It's all resistance training, but it's variable resistance until you're at max extension. Unlike using a power rack or a bench press, unlike using one of these jobbies where you're benching it, or you actually have a proper bench with, the ability to rack a bar, or doing dumbbell presses. This here, the weight's the same all the way through. The resistance is always going to be, in this case here, $1.50 plus the bar, so $1.85. You're always going to be pressing $1.85 from the bottom to the top and back down. Where with the old Bowflex, it's easy at the bottom, rough as hell at the top, so on and so forth. So I was like, man, I really need to get a bench for this because I would love to do bench press off of this. Lay a bench down, lay on the bench, and just start pounding out some freaking reps. Pretty killer, right? So, you can probably see it right now. I was on Kijiji and I saw a guy selling a bench for $40. The old cap strength. Pretty sweet, right? It's kind of sort of like this one here, but this one here is dedicated to sit-ups. It's not meant for doing bench on. It's literally for sit-ups, and that's it. That's all. Call her quits. This here is more or less the kind of bench you want to use, except for it's not the kind of bench you want to use. I didn't realize it when I bought it. This bench has a maximum weight capacity of 300 pounds. That's it. 300 pounds. So I weigh 215. That means I can only press a max of 85 pounds. That means if I wanted to come in here, say, and use the bench in here on this, I got to take all these plates off, but like maybe these silver ones or one of these black ones. So take these two off, take those two off, and just bench it with 85 pounds, and I'm at the bench's limit for its weight capacity before it'll fold in half under its own weight. I did not know that. If I did, I would not have bought this bench. Luckily, it wasn't that expensive. No big deal. So that kind of sucks, but I've been using it for doing the barbell presses, and literally these two here are 40 pounds. So what I've been doing on my pec workouts is I'll come over here, bang out the pec workouts, and then do my press, my incline press, my cable curls, move this bench into the middle of the room, grab those 240s, lay back, and bang them out. By what I do is I'll actually press the flat spots of the hex together and bang them out, and then drop to the floor and bang out my push-ups until I can't go any further. And that's pretty sweet. So this here, yeah, I think it was $20 buddy was dumping it for, and I was like, you know what, that's a good deal for a bench. I need a bench. I'm going to get a bench. Not realizing the bench is meant for a toddler. Who knew? Another thing is tricep working, like working out your triceps. I got this couple things off of Amazon here. It was a deal. You get the V-bar here. This thing here is the cat's meow for doing triceps. I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. It's so comfortable. You just bang, 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 and you got that perfect angle for getting the crooks. Plus, I got Ropey over here. You guys all remember Dopey Ropey. This thing here is like, I love this thing too. It's fun. But I also got this one, just a flat bar. Just a flat bar. Put it on there and you just bang, bang, bang. So you can do flat, angled, or complete, like hammer grip or whatever. So I got those three attachments. But doing triceps on the Bowflex kind of sucks. But I've been making do. What I really want to do is get a cable pulley system where I can have the weight be constant throughout the whole movement. Unlike on the Bowflex, where once again, from the top to around here, it's easy and then it gets rough at the bottom. I'd rather be rough all the way through. Now the other thing is, you're probably noticing as I was panning around that my curl bar here is lacking a little bit of weight. Normally I have about 60 pounds, 80 pounds on this thing, or what are those? These are 15s that are on there right now. So I usually have that, and these 8, is that an 8 or a 10? That's a 10 pounder. So I usually have the 15, 15, 10, so 40 pounds. So I have 80 pounds on the bar, and I'm curling that. But a buddy at work, we were talking about injuries and stuff, and he was like, oh, man, because right here in my arm has been giving me troubles, like where I, like in your elbow, tennis elbow, or tendonitis, if you will. And I was talking to my buddy at work about it, and he was like, oh, yeah, I got that too. He goes, have you tried occlusion training? And I'm like, what? And he goes, in other words, it's called blood resistance training, or what is it? What do you call it? Blood restriction training, I think is the term. And I was like, I don't even know what the heck that is, bud. And he said, literally, he goes, go on Amazon, look for blood restriction straps. He goes, they work for your arms and your legs. And what you do is you strap them on. And the whole concept is that blood can go into the arm, but it can't come back out. So you basically block off the return valve, which sounds super dangerous, right? It sounds like something you probably shouldn't be doing. It sounds like something an idiot would do. So I felt the need to give her a go. And let me tell you, I went on Amazon, bought these things, these strappies. They're pretty good. Put them on your arms, and you don't want to go too heavy. Like I'm telling you, you want to go about 30% of whatever you can do. You can curl 50 pounds, dig her down to 10, dig her down to 15. Don't do 30, don't do 50 pounds. Because you're going to kill yourself. It's going to be way too much. Because the first set, like the way that the training works, I looked it up and I followed their program and it seemed good. You do, your first set is 30 reps of just straight curls. And then what I was doing, I was supersetting the curls with tricep pull downs on the Bowflex using the V-bar. So I would do 30 on the bar, 30 back there. And you can go ahead and have a rest if you want. It ain't going to do anything because there ain't no fresh blood getting pumped out. So there should be no fresh blood going in. Your muscles are going to get really hypoxic, if you will. They're going to tire out super duper fast. And then you do your second set of 15, third set of 15, fourth set of 15, remove the straps, feel the pump. And let me tell you, I did that there on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I haven't done it today. I did it basically 3 days in a row. And could be the swelling. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I gained about a half an inch in my arms. So it could just be swelling, like inflammation. Or it could be that it's doing exactly what they said it would do. And apparently when you block off the return valve, your muscle will fill up with a bunch of stuff like lactic acids and different anabolic stuff and junk. If you look it up, you can get their scientific terms. I don't claim to be a scientist, but I'm willing to try weird and experimental things. The only thing they recommend is if you already have an existing heart condition, don't give it a try because you'll probably not live, and other things. So I'd recommend doing research before wrapping things around your arm and curling stuff. But I decided, you know what, I'll give her a try and see how it works out. And let me tell you, the pump at the end is something I've never felt before in my life. And right now I got a kitty swarming me like a shark. See, she's swarming me. What are you doing? Yeah, are you getting fatter? Yeah, you are, aren't you? All that feeding's working. You're finally going to be a big kitty. One day she'll grow up and be a cat. She's only 6, though. She still has plenty of time to grow up and be a cat. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Oh, the mouse. Who's that? Who's that in the mirror? The dog barks. She has to go and investigate. What do you want? What's your malfunction? I bet you wish you could come through the gate, but then you'll puke all over the freaking carpet. Hey, you, stop. You stop. Enough. Enough. So needless to say, if you have like tennis elbow, let me tell you that occlusion training or whatever works great. And apparently if you do it to your legs, it's pretty good too. Like I'm squatting, I'll put 200 pounds on the bar and I'll bang that out at 15 reps. My buddy who told me about it said, listen, if you do it to your legs, he goes, I'm telling you now, whatever you're squatting, you're going to want to go low. And he goes, you're going to think you're an idiot for doing it too. Like if you put 50 pounds on the bar and you're banging it out, he's like, you put 50 pounds on the bar, you put those straps around your legs at the top and you start friggin' hammering it, you're going to be sore. He goes, 50 pounds is going to feel like 500 pounds. It's going to be crazy. Like insane. So you know what? Let me just show you how vascular you get when you do this nonsense. Like already, I got the strap on here, and already you can see like my veins are just shooting out of my arms. And I haven't even done anything yet. Let's lift some weight. So that's one set down. Still got more to do. I don't think the straps are tight enough because blood seems to be getting back in. I can feel it. Crap. All right, I don't know how well you can see that. I probably should just show you like this, but yep. Just get you right torqued, boys. Vascularity overload. Yeah. Really gets the blood pumping into the arm. Good for repair too, because I'm not lifting much weight. It's not activating my tennis elbow, which is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. Except for it's sore. This really hurts, by the way. Just letting you know, it's no walk in the park. So after just banging out my last set, like, this arm's supercharged. This arm over here, not so much. Like, we got a little bit of veinage, but not as bad. So I'm going to go ahead and bust the thingy off here. And you'll see, it'll calm down. And it's like as soon as I release it, everything just starts going back to normal. But the pump right now in the arm It's intense. It's pretty good. So all in all, that's kind of fun. Different way to train when you're injured. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing that for growth. It's great for accelerating type 2 fibers, apparently. Sure, whatevs. But I would definitely, if everything's okay physically with you and, you don't have any existing heart conditions or health conditions and you want to give her a go, hell, research, give her a rip. Freaking thirsty. Oh, I don't know how many of my viewers live in Ontario, but did you see that thing that went out? Okay, you guys remember on my last video, maybe not my last one, maybe the one prior to that, I talked about the government, that they're basically going to be supporting the parents during the rolling teacher strikes with the elementary schools. And basically going to be offering money to cover the cost of daycare while school is being canceled due to strikes. Well, today an article comes out that apparently the government's been overpaying. So I wonder how the hell that's going to work out. Because, if you receive your tax refund and the government went, oopsie, we gave you back too much, you know damn well they're coming after you because they want their money back. Is this what's going to happen here in the friggin' money for parents? Or support for children? Or whatever the hell they're calling this damn thing? Support for parents. The free money program for your crotch goblins? I don't know. But they've been overpaying. Giving too much money. And this is a problem. And if there's a problem, I'll solve it. Check out my book while the DJ revolves it. Rice, baby. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, exciting. This week's been pretty boring. It's been interesting though. It hasn't been cold, hasn't been warm. Feels like April outside, to be honest. Feels like April except for all the snow in my yard. They're saying 6 more weeks of this nonsense and then blue skies and barfy burgers. So that's exciting. Can't wait for that. But I don't know. Probably going to call her here. I got to go to the post office. I got a parcel for a project that I'm probably going to do this weekend. Maybe later. I don't know. I'm going to film it. Probably going to come out with that video next Saturday. There might be a video. I might do a video this Saturday if I have more to talk about. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't much, just me showing stuff that I bought and kind of regret buying because that bench is a piece of crap and I can't use it for what I want to use it for. Apparently the bench I need to do what I got to do is going to cost me an arm and a leg and a firstborn because I need something heavy duty so I can actually bench with it and not kill myself. Fun times. Anybody who lives in Northern Ontario, if you have any ideas of places where they sell good benches, because I'm kind of limited to Canadian Tire and Sports Check, and they both sell the same crap I already have in there, so that ain't going to work. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, people, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace, love, free out! Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.